So today is a very good day. Today is a day I've waited for 12 years, and it's to get another dirt bike. I had to sell, or Mrs. W and I, we had to sell our dirt bikes about, I guess it was 12 years ago, when we were decided to sell our home and our business, and for her to quit work and to move out to the country. And I didn't know if I'd ever get another one or get back into it. And you know, as we talked about in the videos a couple, week ago or so back, looking for things that Jack and I can do together, and we kind of settled on this was a really important one. That there's two things that we really enjoy doing is skiing in the winter time, and we thought we'd get into dirt biking in the spring, summer, and the fall. And he now has a riding partner, so I wanted to. I know there's going to be a lot of questions about the bike, so I wanted to do just a quick video and an overview and kind of why I chose this and answer some of those common questions. So the last bike that I had was a 450 KTM EXC, a four-stroke bike, and that was 12 years ago. And when I bought it, it was about 5 years old, so it wasn't. It was a pretty old bike, and I kept talking to guys. My brother-in-law, he rides a lot up here in the area, and all the guys around here have switched over to basically these bikes. I think the general consensus is that the KTM 300, the Husqvarna 300, they're both the same bike, is about as good as you can get for this area for a woods bike. But being a two-stroke, I was a little bit, I didn't think I'd buy a two-stroke, and I wasn't planning on doing it until a week ago. First bike that I had was a KX, a Kawasaki. It was a 250 two-stroke. And then I had a 500 for a while, and those bikes were so terrifying. They were so powerful, and the power band hit so hard that I didn't even want to. Just thinking about getting on one of those bikes, it makes my palms sweat. They were just so gnarly, and so I was afraid of them really when I was looking at bikes, and so everyone kept telling me, no, it's these new two-strokes. They're completely different. They don't vibrate. They're a lot more smoother power band that they lug, and all that stuff. So today's the first day that I've thrown my leg over one of these. I've never ridden one. I just took it in faith that it was going to be good because everyone else had one. I have to say this is an awesome bike. This is an awesome bike. I've only got about a half hour on it, just ripping around here, but it's just, I was laughing and smiling the whole time. It is incredibly powerful and light and responsive, and it's just perfect. It's just perfect. I am so excited for this day. I'm so excited to get back into. I've always had motorcycles my whole life, and kind of changing directions and moving out here and developing properties and raising kids and all of that. I kind of just put it away, and I never thought that I'd revisit it again. And man, I'm excited. I am so excited. So yeah, that's it. So this is the Husqvarna TE300. The only thing I had done to it is I put a Recluse clutch in it, which I like to run those. I'll be switching I'll take off the rear brake. I'll be putting both brakes on the handlebars. Put some bark busters so I don't smash my trees if I hit trees. Maybe a guard or two, spark arrestor, but that's probably about it. It just is ready to race, and it's just a phenomenal bike. So I'm excited. So I'll show you. So we got Jack a bike. So we bought two bikes. We bought one for me and one for Jack. I don't think I've shown you his bike yet, have I? No. I'll bring it around here and I'll show you what we got for him for a starter bike, which I fear he'll probably outgrow it by the end of the summer. So here's Jack's bike. This is a 2018 Honda CRF 125 big wheel. They make two of these. It's nice they have electric start. These are just workhorse little bikes. They're wonderful bikes. They're not super high performance, so they're durable and just super reliable. It's a bit on the small side for Jack. He's not rode dirt bikes before. He's been on quads. He's pretty aggressive and competent quad rider, but dirt bikes are a whole different thing. And so rather than jump up to the 150 and give him something that was just a little bit big, I thought, you know what, let's put him on the 125 and let him get the feel of it, and then he will outgrow this pretty quickly. And this is going to be a great little cruiser for Mrs. W. She's not going to be super into it. She's had a bike before, and she's okay kind of cruising around camp, and you know, on the single tracks and stuff. But it's a very different day of me going out with my friends, or when he gets a little bit better, and then when I go out with her. So what I was thinking was that the 125 will become her little camp bike that she can run around, and then Jack can get into something bigger. So that's kind of why I went with the Honda. I know a lot of people are going to ask why I didn't buy a Honda, and I wanted to. It was certainly on my list, but you know, Honda doesn't make anything like this Husqvarna, this 300. Honda doesn't even make a two-stroke anymore. They haven't for years. And their X bikes, or their Woods bikes, I mean, they're what, going on 10 years old. They just just don't seem to be interested. These bikes are just light years ahead of them, in my opinion. And having a two-stroke and that weight, lightness of it is pretty phenomenal. So that's kind of why I didn't go with the Honda. So it was either the KTM 300 or the Husqvarna 300, and it almost came down to which one looked better, you know, because both of them are so similar. But the KTM is nice because the Husqvarna is nice because you get, for the same price, you get some better stuff. You get a progressive link rear suspension, you get better forks, better suspension, you get a skid plate, just a couple little goodies and I just like the color. It just looked really nice. So that's it. So there will be we'll be doing we'll take you along. We'll do some dirt bike videos this spring. We're not going to turn into a dirt bike channel, but as you know, I know this doesn't really fall into the realm of axe and homesteading videos, but as I've always done, and I've always told you, I bring you along for whatever we're doing and whatever we're into, and it's winter time, and there's not a lot going on, and it's time to kind of just spend time together with Jack and enjoy ourselves and have a good time. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys on the next one.